Good evening, everybody. Who here has wanted something extremely badly? Raise their hand. Okay, that's quite a bit of you guys. So out of those people who raised their hand, whenever you got that thing, was it exactly like you thought it would be? Raise your hand. If it was. Okay, so not as many hands. I'm going to tell you a time that I feel exactly like you guys. So, whenever I started out in college, I took a gap year from high school to college, and I moved down to Austin. I started at ACC, and I found a group of individuals that helped me be driven and smart in my classes that allowed me to be able to move into a university like the University of Texas. Not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to be at a prestigious university like this. Most of us in this room are of that stature. And so, whenever I was back at ACC, I had this hunger and drive to really get the good grades, make sure I made the connections with the teachers, and I got good letters of recommendation so I could get into this university. And as I was going throughout this process, I was so driven, I was so hungry, but whenever I got to UT about a year in, I felt like my hunger had kind of diminished. I didn't really enjoy what I really set myself up to go to. I was so excited about getting here, but once I got here, I wasn't taking full advantage. And I realized after a point of self-reflection that the end journey, or the end of the journey, like keeping your eyes on the prize constantly, will cause you to not see the beautiful things around you. And as you can see, my title today of my speech is gratitude. And so I think gratitude is something that will help you understand the journey, the things that you have to do that will make the process so much more enjoyable. Like actually wanting to get up and go to school, wanting to get up and go to your job, rather than just going through the motions and trying to get a paycheck or trying to get your grade point average. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're really just trying to do something, then you're not necessarily fulfilled while doing it. And I firmly believe that gratitude is something that will help you get there. I personally view gratitude as something that kind of grows with you. It's like a state of mind. And a great example of this is on Christmas morning. Some of you guys may not celebrate Christmas, so I'll just paint a story from my experience. I'd wake up and I'd ask for these toys, and I was so excited to get these things. And it was just all about getting. And that was amazing whenever I was 8, 9 years old. I didn't really know any better. And as I got a little bit older, I realized that that wasn't all the life. Like getting things, receiving things wasn't going to fulfill me forever. And I started to give to other people whatever I could. I didn't necessarily have money, when still don't have any money now. So it's like I can give my words of encouragement. I can give my love and my time to those people that I appreciate. And the biggest thing to me is trying to find what you feel grateful for in the moment. Whether that's you holding the door open for somebody and them saying thank you, or you answer a question right in front of the whole class and you feel smart, or some small thing. And as you approach that third stage of gratitude, it's much more about giving. You've already been establishing your career, you have a lot more finances so you can give back to the community or whatever service you'd like to donate to. And you can see now that gratitude is something that changes with where you're at in life. My biggest point today is Valentine's Day. It's an amazing time to really let people know that you love them. You may not agree with all the romanticism. I understand. I personally don't like rom-coms, but I'm going to have to watch one. So, the big thing is, I want to leave you guys with a challenge. Call somebody you really love and appreciate tonight, or tomorrow, if that's better for you, and just tell them you love them, tell them you appreciate them for whatever they've done for you. Whether that's your mom, you appreciate the meal she cooked for you whenever you were a little kid, or somebody a coach that helped you achieve a goal that you never thought you could. Because whenever you're in that spot of giving, you don't get that much. So the whole point of it is to give and get. And with that, I want to leave you guys with my 3 main points of today. The journey. Really focus on trying to love the process of everything. That sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you got constant stimulus and you can't rest, or you got times where you got 4 exams next week like I did, and you got to just barrel through it. And you got gratitude. That's something that can help you attach to that journey. And lastly, that challenge. You're calling somebody you love and make sure you tell them you appreciate it for whatever they did. And one thing, gratitude makes whatever we have enough. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.